Look at a tall tree on a hot afternoon. Its highest leaves may be 20, 50, or 100 meters above the soil, yet water keeps arriving. Trees have no hearts, drinking straws, or pumps in every branch. So how does water travel from dark soil to a sunlit leaf? Qubit is shrinking to follow one drop uphill. Our drop begins between grains of soil. Rain has filled some tiny spaces with water, while others still hold air. Dissolved mineral ions travel there too. Healthy roots need moisture and oxygen, so permanently flooded soil can trouble many land plants. The underground world is not mud soup, it is a porous neighborhood. Near a young root, thousands of microscopic root hairs reach between soil particles. Each is an extension of one living epidermal cell, not a miniature root. Their huge combined surface area brings the plant close to more water. Tender tips and root hairs do most collecting, while older woody regions mainly support and transport. Water can cross into a root hair when water potential outside is higher than inside. Picture water moving across a selectively permeable membrane toward where free water is less available. This is related to osmosis. The root does not simply suck like a vacuum cleaner. Movement depends on conditions on both sides. Mineral ions follow different rules. Root cells use membrane proteins and energy to take up some ions against a concentration gradient. That is active transport. Those ions help build proteins, chlorophyll, DNA, and other materials. Water and minerals often travel together, but their entry mechanisms differ. Inside the root, water can move through cell walls and spaces, through living cells, or switch between roots. Then it reaches the endodermis. A waxy Casparian strip blocks the easy wall route, forcing water and dissolved substances through a living membrane checkpoint before entering central transport tissue. Beyond that checkpoint waits xylem. Its vessels are long tubes formed from specialized cells that matured and lost their contents. Strong, lignin-reinforced walls resist collapse under tension. Vessel elements connect end to end. Many plants also use narrower tracheids. Together they form plumbing from roots through stems to leaves. Now comes the main lifting force, transpiration. Water evaporates from moist cell walls inside a leaf and diffuses through pores called stomata. Each escaping molecule tugs on neighbors behind it. That pull travels down a continuous xylem water column, like a line of dancers passing tension hand to hand. Why can water molecules pull one another? Slightly charged regions let neighbors attract through hydrogen bonds. This cohesion keeps the column connected. Water also clings to xylem walls through adhesion. Narrow tubes help, but capillary action alone cannot explain how water reaches the tallest trees. The complete idea is the cohesion-tension mechanism. Evaporation creates tension in leaf xylem, cohesion carries it through the water column, and the pressure difference draws replacement water from roots and soil. The sun supplies energy by warming leaves and air. The plant guides flow without mechanically pumping every drop uphill. Stomata are adjustable gateways. Two guard cells surround each pore. When their water balance changes, they alter shape and widen or narrow the opening. Open stomata emit carbon dioxide for photosynthesis but also release water vapor. Every leaf negotiates a trade-off between making food and conserving water. Light, humidity, temperature, wind, soil moisture, and chemical signals influence stomata. A dry, windy afternoon speeds water loss. Humid still air may slow it. During severe shortage, signals including abscisic acid encourage closure. Species respond differently, so plants share no single opening schedule. Water leaving xylem does more than replace evaporation. It keeps cells firm through turgor pressure, carries minerals, cools leaves, and supplies photosynthesis. Much of the water taken up by many active land plants returns to the atmosphere through transpiration. A smaller fraction joins tissues or chemical reactions. Sometimes roots contribute a gentle push called root pressure. Ions in xylem draw in water, producing positive pressure when soil is moist and transpiration low. This can cause guttation, liquid droplets at leaf edges, in some plants. Root pressure is real, but usually cannot lift water through a tall tree. What if air enters xylem? A gas bubble can break the water column, creating an embolism. Plants manage this risk with many narrow pathways, bits between conduits, new growth, and species-specific strategies. Freezing and drought increase risk. Tree plumbing is resilient because it branches instead of relying on one pipe. When water loss outruns supply, cells lose turgor and leaves may wilt. This can reduce sun exposure, but prolonged shortage damages tissue. A wilted plant does not always need flooding. Causes include dry soil, damaged roots, heat, disease, or oxygen-starved waterlogged soil. Observe before watering. Plants solve the water challenge differently. Desert succulents store water, reduce leaf area, use waxy surfaces, or open stomata mainly at night through CAM photosynthesis. Mangroves manage salt. Rainforest trees build vast root and xylem systems. The same physics supports wonderfully varied designs. Our drop crossed a root hair, passed a membrane checkpoint, joined a cohesive xylem column, climbed under tension, cooled a leaf, and entered the air as vapor. It may become cloud and rain again. When a tree shimmers, remember its invisible river and give roots suitable soil, space, and water.